This is So Like You Know, the podcast your mother warned you about.
Are you crazy? These kids could really hurt themselves with this stuff.
Oh, God, I thought that was absolutely dreadful.
That bitch. And here we go. This is So Like You Know, the podcast your mother warned you about. You're wondering, why were we talking to your mom last night? It's okay. Ask your imagination. That's all you need to know. But this is the show for July 6th, 2016. This year is flying by.
Yes.
Yes. With us today.
To stop.
Huh? It needs to stop. Yes, it does. It could slow down just a hair. I think it's coming with this whole age thing. But anyways, I'm Bo.
And I'm JP.
And that's JP and Shell, if you guys didn't hear. But, yeah. So, if you guys like us, don't forget we do a live show every Thursday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time right here on Spreaker.com/SLYK Radio, as well as Facebook.com/SLYK Radio. Yeah, it's live, so you can get in there and comment with us because you know you love us.
You know what I just noticed? That we don't have like a Spreaker thing on the bottom. It's just
all the crap we have.
Stitcher that I used it in the beginning because I didn't know that you guys had a Spreaker.
Fair enough. What's up, Dave?
It has been a long time.
Yeah.
Hello, Hannah.
So, yeah. We should probably get that on there because, oops.
Yeah, because I doubt there are any listeners on
We hardly
Stitcher.
promote Stitcher.
But
Yeah.
some of your shows
Spreaker
are
a
on
lot
there.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stitcher is barely used. I mean, but it's free, so really just gotta...
Wow, I didn't get a message.
And especially because we could just post it like mad on there, and we can actually start to monetize that shit, which we should, because monetization is good, and it makes money. We might actually not be in the negative every time. But you know what? That's how that works. Anyways, guys, but yeah, don't forget, you can check us out on SoLikeYouKnow.com. We're also on Spreaker and iTunes, as well as Facebook and Twitter at SLYK Radio. Yeah, you love us. You want to hear us in your ears. Things. What's up, love?
Did you feed them?
No, I did not feed them.
Junk is closed.
No, it's very hot.
Okay.
Just go to the bedroom.
Partying really hard down there. You can hear me. I can't control it.
That's okay. Well, otherwise we'll die. Once we get the air conditioning, we'll be good.
It's not so bad to die.
Anyways, guys, so we just like to start out the show with the craft brew.
In review.
Yes.
Woo.
So what are we drinking, JP?
Today we are drinking the Early Riser, a coffee porter from Boulevard Brewing. And there are no
information at all.
we don't do this at all.
That's all right.
It's a 5% alcohol, ABV. And there's what ingredients are there? Oh, it's the government warning.
Don't drink while pregnant. That's basically all.
What kind of beer is it? What style?
It's a coffee porter.
Yes.
It's a weak-ass ABV for a porter.
Yeah, usually they're 6 or higher.
Yeah. But Boulevard usually, I don't know, most of the Boulevards I have rock a little more of...
like Gozas and stuff anyways.
Yeah.
Lighter scale anyways.
I think the first Boulevard I ever had was a wheat. So, I mean, it's always been lighter beers. Make sure you don't drop those in there. I broke one once.
I ain't new to this game.
Oh, yeah. Dude, if you guys drink beer, get these stainless steel things because they're awesome. Beer or wine or anything that you don't want watered down because they're awesome. They're awesome.
It's called a rabbit.
Yes. It's called Get a Rabbit. Not the vibrator.
Or
the
both.
ice cube.
Or both.
Or both. I mean, do whatever pleases you. Literally. But yeah, so that's the beer. We're going to let you guys know at the end of the show what we think of it. As you guys know, we run through the whole show. You can check it out and let us know what you think. Yeah. Shell, can you get this thing shared? I would appreciate it. Thank you, madam.
Donka.
But So we always like to promote our awesome sponsors by the name of Hangins. If you guys are looking to protect your $600 investment, that's right, we're talking about your phone. You should pick up your Hangins today. It's a handy device that attaches to any phone with a case, allowing you to strap it to your neck, your wrist, your purse, your backpack to keep it from falling to the ground. It's only $4.99 with free shipping, so go pick yours up today. Once again, that's Hangins. H-A-N-G-I-N-Z.
You know where it would have been useful to have a hang-ins?
Denver Comic Con! Yeah.
In case you didn't know by the title of the show.
This is the Denver Comic Con recap. Plus some.
Yep. Sorry that we didn't stream anything live when we were there. Because everything's
The
shitty.
connection was
Yeah,
so
there's
bad.
no... It's either like, would you like to stream and promote with this terrible internet, or pay $300 so you can access the internet? What was the choice there?
We'll go free
Yeah.
and record as we go.
And like every night ran so long, it was get back to the room and then just pass the hell out. There was no like try to stream anything. It don't work that way. So, anyways, but as JP said, this is the Denver Comic Con show, and I said, but we wanted to tell you about all the awesome stuff. Daniel agrees with the internet. The internet sucks there because it's just
Every year.
every
So
year.
bad.
Because
Well-
so
They keep breaking the records with their attendance. Last year they had like 1,014
1,014. 114,000.
114,000.
1,014 people. No.
And this year they're on schedule to beat it with like 115 or
Yeah.
116.
The rough estimates were between 115 to 120,000 people. So that is amazing.
They have the entrances a little more controlled this year too, so I think they were able to get a better count.
The
too.
volunteer crew was on point this year.
They were.
That's what
They
else.
sent a little more trained than just kind of random people in there. They still didn't know where anything was, but
I just
Because they
I
moved
didn't-
everything from like where it was. They're just like, change places!
Well, not even that. The problem was like they gave the event rooms like comic-y names,
Oh,
but
yeah.
none of the staff knew what room was what. Like
Yeah,
the
so-
Belco Theater was split into two,
Yep.
and it was the Night Links and the Captain Colorado stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you had-
nobody knew where the fuck that was.
yeah.
And then you had like Gotham City, Metropolis.
Yeah, I never found Gotham City. Like
Wait,
there was a
like, you had to
banner
go
on it,
downstairs.
I never found it.
Yeah. But you know what? Let's talk about the good stuff first because it's way better than it is
That was
bad.
like my main beef.
We'll get back to the beef in a little bit.
Wasn't as hot. It was very like
It was. So Denver Comic Con this year. If you guys didn't make it, normally the front entrance is right off of Stout and California.
14th and Stout.
14th and Stout. Thank you. Right by the Big Blue Bear, and that's how you get in. And that's how it's been since the beginning, so the last 5 years. Now, what happened this year is they put it on the complete opposite side of the whole thing near Belco.
that was because on Thursday they actually had to split it because there was something going on before then. So that's why they didn't have access to that part.
I'm glad you found that out because I was unable to. I even asked the event coordinator. He's like, I don't know. I was like, what? Alright, whatever, man,
I heard it
whatever.
through the grapevine through like our other media peeps. I was like, hey, I heard from so and so. It's like there was another event that happened on Thursday, so that's why it's kind of like a weird split
No.
thing. When you walked in, you didn't know where you were, but it seemed familiar. It was like, oh, here, there's this. Like I kind of got my bearings at the end of it.
I was so familiar with how it's supposed to be that it took me a day to figure out where the hell I was. But once you kind of once you got in there, they really spread out Artist Alley this year.
Yeah, it was like in 2 or 3 different spots with like the merchants kind of peppered through like the different sections.
I didn't even know if it was. I think it was more like it was just it felt that way.
I think
No,
they were close enough.
it really was. Like the Merchant Mesa was in
Uh-huh.
like 2 separate spots in between Artist Alley. Like you go through a section of Merchant Mesa, and then like the next section would be Artist Alley, and then you go to the next section, it's Merchant Mesa, and then it was another Artist Alley.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. I wandered. That's what I spent most of Sunday doing, was wandering the upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, Artist Alley was huge. I liked that it was a little more spread out, too, because you could really stop and look at stuff without crowding.
Right.
Because before it used to be just like
not be inundated with the same booth after the same booth after the same booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then speaking of moving stuff, Daniel's saying in the chat room that that the food court was hidden in a corner, it was never super busy, which was true.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was like this past years, but they had the food court opened as well in the lower areas. That wasn't directly on the con floor.
They had the food court open in
I know that you could use those areas, but I know the food court wasn't open.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like they used the event center a little more effectively this year. I mean, we do have our complaints just because it was different, but that doesn't make it bad. It just made it really confusing for the first day for me.
Yeah, it was very, like, uncanny valley for us. We're just like, this is where it is.
I was like, I've been going to Denver Comic Con since the first year, and that's just what I used to. So my brain was like, where am I?
I like how they had the, like, celebrity area on its own, away from everything, and it was organized. There was somebody kind of up at the front with a PA system that, like, it was slotted times.
You mean like the signing?
They would direct you right.
Yeah, the signing area.
The signing area.
Yeah.
And then they also put the beer garden. They made a beer garden, which was weird.
Yeah. So
logical,
the beer garden,
but weird.
I have mixed feelings on, because if you do have a booth, you can't leave the beer garden with the beer.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So you're either stuck finding someone to watch your booth, or you are closing your booth so you can go get a beer.
Yeah. Well, you can't close the booth and be able to stay at Denver Comic Con. So.
Right.
But yeah, I mean it was a bit of a challenge. There's no doubting that. But I mean you can understand why, because it is a major.
Contained, because like. I feel like sometimes with the beer and like the concessions and stuff, like it kind of encourages people to like wander around with it, and I feel like in years past, a lot of like people's merchandise has gotten ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there was definitely some changes this year, but it made sense.
Right.
I mean, that's just how it goes, though. I mean, they have to change some stuff. Now, cool thing too is it was spread out. Is that cosplay wise? It was so nice not, like, being hit by everything constantly.
True.
I mean, I already have complaints about Salt Lake Comic Con for that exact reason, because the aisles are, like, 4 fucking people wide. Denver Comic Con, it was a little wider, it was more spacious. This year, they really spread it out, but it felt like there was more stuff, even.
But still, Bo was taking people out with his backpack.
I was. I was taking people out of my backpack, and a few people ran into my pauldrons.
I was like, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
So yeah, if you guys did manage to see us during con Friday, me and Hannah were dressed as Eustace and Muriel Baggs from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, that thing right there. Saturday, me and JP were dressed as Overwatch characters. I was, as people said, the Good Reaper. There were a lot of great Reapers, though. I just loved hearing that compliment. And then JP was young Genji.
Intimidating.
Yeah, he was pretty intimidating. And I was a young Genji.
Yes, and then Hannah played.
Oh no.
Greg,
thank you, Greg from Over the Garden Wall. And then Sunday I was Grunkle Stan, and she was Mabel. Thank you. From that one show.
Gravity Falls.
I'm spacing.
All day.
I have been. It's been one of those days. But luckily it didn't make me blow up any robots. That's a good part. Anyways, so yeah, if you guys saw us, tag us at, SLYK Radio, or if you got Instagram photos, do at @slick_Bo, or at JPizzletron, or at Shellshock Cosplay. So.
Or on our Slick Facebook page, you can actually see all the photos that we've taken. We're going to be putting up our interviews, our audio interviews, and then some of my shaky GoPro camera footage
stuff.
I've got a couple of panel write-ups I'm working on.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we're gonna get a bunch of stuff posted for you.
Shell was like a goddamn stenographer. She's like, I'm just like, I just see this.
JP all looks over at me and he's like, "What are you doing?"
I thought she was
I'm
texting
I'm
someone.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
But she was over there like a stenographer, just like occasionally looking up. But like, just kept going. I was like, wow.
Yep.
Quick thumbs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Super quick. Also, I would like to thank everyone who made us get to 900 likes.
Woo!
Yeah! Well,
So-
901.
To celebrate that, we actually have new shirts. Damn it, we don't have any here.
We're not even wearing them.
We're not prepared.
Hold on. You keep
Alright,
talking about
he's
DCC.
gonna
I'm
get
grab
new
some.
shirts.
Now, are these shirts going to be available to the public if they'd like to buy one?
Yes, they will be, and we are figuring out like what the cost is that, like for shipping it, like if you wanted it. So we
Right.
only right now we only have 50, but my contacts who I have, they kept the screen. So like if you wanted to print more, the shirts are really nice, and like the ink that it's printed on, the more you wash it, the more the ink becomes more like a dye and becomes like the fibers of the shirt. So it's not like you wear it, how some shirts you wear it and it kind of seems like plastic, and when you take off
And it
your
comes
shirt,
off.
it's like kind of sweaty. You have a sweat mark of where the shirt insignia was. These shirts are not like that. These are very comfortable shirts, very reasonably priced for what we got them. And Bo is bringing them up right now. Don't you have... Did I give you one, Shell?
No, I meant to grab one from you, but we parted ways early on Sunday.
Dang it.
So, here's the front. Awesome, slick logo. And the back. So, like, you know... Wait, let's
Closer.
bring that up in there. Yeah.
Actually, JP, I don't think I saw you at all on Sunday because I couldn't find anybody. I ended up wandering around with Bill and Sarah for a while.
Let's just throw that in there.
Nice.
Okay. Actually, that's a good place for that shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Now, Mannequin Shell could have a different shirt.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Bob Marley, but you've been wearing that for a while, Shell, and it...
Time to take the clothes. Time to change the shirt.
Yes.
English. I can do that.
So we're going to be putting our shirt on the website and the Facebook page so you can get a much clearer look of what it is, because you can see it on the webcam. Maybe it's grainy, but...
So, cool thing about, if you guys want to buy a shirt, like JP said, it will be available on the website. But if you guys want us to be able to go to more events and bring you more awesome content, like, consider buying one of those shirts and supporting your local podcasters. We do this because this is something we love. We don't make money at it. Like, it's...
At all!
At all. Like, everything we do comes out of pocket for us.
Straight out of pocket.
So, like... Seriously, like, if you guys want to support us and buy a shirt and show some slick pride, that's awesome.
It would be absolutely wonderful. And like JP said, we're figuring out a price right now. It's got to cover, the shirts as well as the shipping, but it won't be too expensive. It'll be cheaper than Comic-Con.
Yes.
Right?
Who else?
You guys want to talk about some of the panels you got to attend?
Yes. What did I get to
What-
attend?
What was your favorite panel?
My favorite panel would probably have to be Felicia.
I know, right?
It's either Nathan Fillion or Felicia Day. I've
Yeah,
been to like 4
Fillion.
Felicia Day panels now, so she is kind of the queen of the nerds for me. But Nathan Fillion's kind of the king.
Right.
So I'm gonna say Felicia Day, but still Nathan Fillion was pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to say Felicia Day was probably my favorite, because I didn't get to see the Nathan Fillion panels at all. But
Not
yeah.
either.
Yeah, they were.
No, I have to agree. Felicia Day was the favorite one that I went to. So
Because it was she was super relaxed and
yeah,
Just-
she's like just as awkward as she is on the Guild, but in real life, IRL.
Yes.
Yeah. Daniel says he liked how they put all the panels online pretty quickly if you couldn't go to them. Honestly, I didn't know that.
Well, that's why they were recording it.
I know, but I didn't know they were up already. I need to check that out because I didn't get to hear myself in any of them because. Well,
you can hear my awkward laugh in some of them.
Right. Well, and didn't you moderated, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I moderated 2 of them.
Which ones?
I did cover panel artists, can they critique themselves? And then I also did Not Your Grandmother's webcomics. Which, that one I didn't really moderate so much as converse with
It was a back and forth between
Janine
But
Breeden.
still, I mean, like, that's moderating. Like, you're still, like, engaging the.
Yeah, it was
guest.
funny.
I was introduced off screen.
as the man with the kilt because Janine Breeden, as she said, likes to blow guys in kilts. Not sexually, just she had a thing at Dragon Con where she was blowing dudes' kilts up with a blower.
Yeah, they had it at Galaxy Fest. It was a kilt blowing contest.
Yep. Daniel says his favorite was Weird Al, which I didn't get to go to.
Damn it, I didn't know he was having a panel.
Oh. He says, though, the Buffy one was pretty good as the Jane Marsters and Juliet Landau ones, too. Yeah, because I couldn't go to Felicia Day because of a photo my girlfriend and I did. Hey, Daniel. I'll mail you a shirt if you do a write-up for us of one of the 2 of those panels. Yeah. Just saying. But anyways. He had 2 panels Friday and Saturday.
Then he wants to know what the beer of the night is, and then he also says, sorry, I wish I could stay listening. Wish I was there with you guys. Dead tired. Talk to you later.
Fair enough, Benny. The beer we're drinking as... Oh, yeah, you can't see. Is
And JP, you still have Benny's shirt.
I know.
we are drinking Boulevard Brewing's Early Riser Coffee Porter. If you guys are following us on Facebook, we do have a webcam pointing at the beer, so make sure you check that out. And we will be posting everything on Untapped if you don't get to check us out now and you have to listen to us later. But we'd love to recap for you, Benny, because Benny's one of our con friends, and he's awesome. Also, hi, Wayne!
We were able to drink I Am Brute with him.
Yes! Which we will go over in a little bit.
Yeah,
Hold on. Panels. We're jumping all over the place.
No, I mean, not really. Are we gonna wait for the beer review?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we'll
anyways,
do.
Precursor, I Am Brute. We've talked about it before. That is the beer that Breckenridge Brewery brewed for Denver Comic Con. We'll talk about it later.
Yep. So, all right. But yeah, so the panels, they were fun. I mean, the ones I went to. So I went to James and Oliver Phelps, who were Fred and George, who were in the Harry Potter movies. If you guys didn't know, you must be living under a rock, or you're JP.
I have not seen any of the movies.
You've seen like 2?
I've
Or
seen
1
2.
and a half? Yeah.
I've seen 2.
I have all of them. I have all of them.
You could probably give them to him, and I doubt you'll watch them.
What format do you want them on? You have all formats as well.
He wants the porn format now.
There's probably a porno already.
Oh, there would have to be.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Harry Cocker.
Yeah, Harry Cocker and the Sorcerer's Pang.
And the Chamber of Secrets. I mean,
You don't have to change anything. And the Sorcerer's Stone. You don't have to change anything.
yeah. But, so yeah, the Fred and George were pretty awesome. They had a lot of good stories about on set. They just talked about their life, which a lot of the people did.
Well, because they practically grew up on set. Like, not many people get that experience.
It's true. It's very true. Speaking of growing up on set, Daniel says all the celebrities were really nice, though Millie Bobby Brown was dead tired when he met her. But, I mean, she's
had a lot of panels.
Understandable. I mean, she's a major... If you guys don't know who Millie Bobby Brown is, she played the character with special abilities on the new show Stranger Things on Netflix, which I advise everyone watch.
Hannah went to that panel, and they could not ask any questions about Stranger Things 2.
Well, she didn't go to the Millie Bobby Brown. She went to the one with the other 2 kids.
Yeah, but
they had
still,
their own. But yeah.
Still the same thing. The NDA can't talk about the
Yep.
next season just yet.
Can't talk about it, or they're not really nerds and didn't really know what to talk
They're
about.
still young. They're
I
still
know.
finding
One of
themselves.
them hadn't even seen Star Wars, right?
I think
They
so.
didn't know what a fandom was, and bless their heart, they're just like, oh, I like the Stranger Things fandom because they say nice things about us.
Yeah.
It's not what you're a fandom of.
But Hannah did get some video of that, and she'll talk about that a little more. And we got some photos. Daniel says, in relation to Millie Bobby Brown, she was filming on Friday, flew in and did an entire con in one day, then back to filming on Monday, plus being a kid. So, which is badass, considering how many celebs did cancel because of filming. I mean, it was just one of those things that...
Just a hard charger.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, just badass. But, I mean, there are all kinds of awesome... the fun part is at the Nathan Fillion panel, Garrett Wong ran up on stage,
Oh, wow.
and he was like, Nathan, I have always wanted to moderate your panel, but I've never been able to. And he was so sad. But it was cool that he ran up on stage like that. I was like, that's awesome!
Right. Hannah and I got to go to the Ryan Hurst OB from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, yeah,
panel.
you did get that.
And he is just so sweet. I love him. He is so sweet. He has 9 dogs, you guys. 9.
Well, he can afford that, so more power to him.
How many seasons
They're all rescues. There's 7 seasons of Sons.
Sons, yeah. I'm like, I thought it was quite a bit, because I know when I was deployed, I got a couple
up
of them.
to 5, and then there was. Oh, and that's one of the things from the panel. There is talk about there is the prequel that they're going to do, the original 9, and he's like, if they offer me to play the younger version of my dad, Piney, I'll do it.
Just saying, have it on record.
But it's not confirmed that that's what's happening.